Hello folks, today is August 11, 2024 and we are here at Palos Verdes and we will be taking photo of the Falcon 9 rocket heading to space for the Starlink satellite to the lower Earth orbit. And it's currently 18:55 or 6:55. We have 10 minutes before the launch. We'll be launching from Vandenberg Space Force Base, that's about 120 miles away from here, and flying towards this way, west to southwest. So this is the furthest that we can. That is Pacific Ocean behind me. And I'll be shooting two cameras. You have my Z9 here with 180 to 600 and my Z62 on a time lapse 14 millimeter, and I'm shooting a video at the same time, so I'll get you guys updated once the launch starts. We have 10 minutes to prepare. Okay, sunset starts at around 8, so it's gonna be bright. That's good because we can use higher shutter speed. Last time we did this, it was very cloudy and foggy, and the other one was it's dark. My camera is having hard time catching focus and using shutter speed because the Falcon 9 is so fast. You need to use higher shutter speed, like above 500. So hopefully today will be a good day. So this is the third attempt. Okay, let's see. It's our Subaru. And it's coming towards that way, Vandenberg Space Force Base. We will be actually camping in Halama, about maybe 20 miles from Vandenberg next week. One of the remote and secluded beach camping site. Currently I'm listening to the live broadcast in YouTube.
Majority of the Falcon 9, of course, consists of the first stage booster.
Right there.
Which,
so 7 minutes before launch.
Given the name,
launch will be at around
Falcon 9 from the
19:05.
engines,
7 minutes from
same
now.
as the second stage RP1 or Rocket Creek.
I'm just balancing my camera so it's easier to shoot. Because with a heavy camera and heavy lens, I wouldn't advise to do it handheld. So a tripod with a fluid head or a pan head will work better. Basically what I'm doing right now is I balance my pan and tilt head, and I want to shoot higher above because it's gonna be towards this way so I can view. And I have 3D autofocus currently, and I'm at 600 millimeter. So we have 5 minutes left. It's currently refueling. Usually the count starts in less than 30 seconds. So Falcon 9 is now fully loaded, 1 million pounds of propellant. Okay, our exposure is 1/2000 of a shutter, f6.3, ISO 400. And we'll be shooting in 3D autofocus continuous with high frame rate. Acquiring the target is kind of difficult, so what I usually do is I start wide and then I zoom in once I found my target. I start at 180, zoom to 600.
10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff of the Falcon 9 rocket, setting up a pair of twin satellites to a highly elliptical orbit.
Wait a few seconds. I don't see it yet.
Internal views of this payload fairing looking up, carrying separation of two satellites and carrying two.
There's none. I don't know what happened. There's quite not thick marine layer, but It's alright, the sky is still clear, but we don't see any
plus 5 minutes, 12 seconds and counting.
Falcon 9 rocket.
Just to note those little white pulses that you're seeing in between the
Even
hypersonic grid fins.
they call that the afterburn. We don't see any afterburn in the sky. Just regular clouds.
Now we'll look from the onboard cameras on the Falcon 9 second stage.
See, according to the broadcast, it's already up in the
Support
space,
to
but we don't
toggle
see
back and
anything.
forth to provide ongoing views of both sides.
Okay, I guess better luck again next time to the fourth attempt. We might not able to see the SpaceX launch. It's heading north, so in the other direction. That's why we couldn't see it here. But we have a beautiful sunset. We'll just do a sunset photography instead. So now what we're doing is we are exposing to the sun. So we are metering towards the sun, and since it's difficult to get focus through the horizon, so what I do is I focus on the city. Okay, that's Redondo Beach far ahead. So I grab focus there and then recompose back to towards the sun right there. So we're aiming for halfway below the horizon. So right now it's almost there. We're about 25 minutes to actual sunset. So we will be testing out our exposure. Currently I am at 600 millimeter at f7.1 ISO 200 shutter speed of 1000. So as it gets darker, we'll continuously adjust the shutter. Usually I try to shoot the lowest ISO, so in the post processing, when I process the photo, it will be less noisy and I can recover the highlights and the shadows together. So yeah, so again, it takes time, practice and practice. Today is a beautiful sunset because there's quite a thin layer of fog, or marine layer as we call here. So we'll wait until it turns orange and then we'll start taking photos. My time lapse is still going. It's set up every 5 seconds. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, how sweet. Pro tip, if you want to shoot a starburst or the lights with, bursting sun, you have to shoot f11 and above. Ideally f11 to f15. Currently at f11 because I don't wanna use slow shutter speed. So I'm at 1000 f11 ISO 400. We are waiting for the sun to dip. We redirected our time-lapse camera now towards the sun. It's currently at shutter 100 f11 ISO 200 auto ISO on. So it's shooting every 5 seconds, one frame every 5 seconds, and it will be exported as a video, so video time-lapse. And here our primary shooter, we are still waiting for the sun to dip down halfway to the horizon. While we are waiting for the sunset, let's talk about tripod briefly. So I have two kinds of tripods, this one and that one. Both can handle up to 70 pounds of payload, but the biggest difference within these two, this one has a built-in leveling base. So, and then the other one is a ball head. This is a ball head, so you can loosen this one up and tilt your camera in all direction. This one has a leveling base. See, level the base first. You see a spirit bubble right here. Make sure it's in the center. And I have a pan and tilt. So this one only has two motion: up, down, left, right. This one has a little bit of resistance. You can adjust it through this knob. You can lock it for the tilt, and you can lock for the pan. I prefer the pan and tilt because I have more control and I can move my camera. So just loosen it up a little bit, and now you have movement here. And you also need to balance it here. Usually, the pan and tilt is used for panorama, so you have more control. And the ball head is just universal, you can move it around. But if you want to make sure you're always level, and when you're moving your camera, a pan and tilt is ideal. Also, a fluid head, like a video head. This is similar to the fluid head, but this one is more lightweight, and it has the leveling scale right here. It's all marked. This is made by Acratech. This is my favorite tripod. I have a few of them, but this is what I use most of the time because of the leveling base and the panel tilt head. Also, one of my modification is the grip. This is actually a grip for the badminton racket or a tennis racket, and I put some reflective tape. As you guys know, I shoot astrophotography, and then at night I want my orientation to be exactly facing me all the time, similar to that tripod. All my tripods has the yellow grip tape and reflective tape in between, so I know which one to grab. The reason why I do that is when sometimes it's cold, you don't want to hold the leg bare with your bare hand. It's so cold, so the grip tape works wonders, and plus it's visible at night. Sun is almost setting to the horizon, so there's a nice composition right there. There is a boat under the sun. As you can see it right there in the center. Adjusted my exposure because it's getting dark, and there, that's a beautiful shot. Okay, almost time. It's dipping already. It's touching the horizon or the Pacific Ocean at 600 millimeter. Okay, that concludes our short, failed SpaceX photography but successful sunset photography. And the sun is completely under the horizon. It's time to go home. I'll show you the pictures towards the end. Okay, see you.